Welcome back, people, to another episode of Baguettes and Asbos. In a previous episode, you saw me blow up my car at Alton Park. But we've managed to get another engine. We've had that fitted. It is running. It is driving. It is buttery smooth. I'm just waiting to pick up the trailer and we'll take that to the dyno. But I know that's not what you're here to see. As you can tell by the thumbnail, we've got ourselves a go-kart. I also got a new rig for the GoPro, so let's get you on the tripod and take a closer look. Alright, so here it is. Little racing go-kart. Coma W60 60cc. Little beast. They reckon it'll do about 40 miles an hour this. Probably a little bit too fast for me lad at the minute. But the plan is, we'll fix it up together. We'll try and get him out on track. There's a nice track for go-karts near me called Three Sisters, perfect for go-karting. Try and get him on there. My mate gave me this. It's been sat in his garden for a bit. It's rusty and mouldy. I've had to throw the steering wheel in the seat. I tried to clean it, tried to pressure wash it. I just couldn't get it clean. I snapped the pull cord, tried to get it running. Again, it's just been sat for ages, so it's probably just perished the actual string in there. So as I pulled it, it's just snapped. So I've got it all stripped apart. I found the actual cord. I've got all the parts. The cord itself is £3 from the shop on eBay. So I'll order one of them. We'll try and get it started on the pull cord, because at the minute I'm using a drill. Right, let's take you off the tripod, give you a bit of a closer look. So as you can see, all the stainless and stuff on it's perished. It's 2-stroke. So we've got a little mixture in there. This thing is beat. We had no compression when I first got it, and it was because the butterfly valve in here has a tiny little hole at the top just to let a little bit of air in and to give it that little bit of freedom to compress. It would just had a bit of water in it and a little bit of muck, so I've cleaned that out and all of a sudden we got compression, we got spark, and we've got this running, which you'll see in a minute. Chain's rusty. All this is just perished. The brakes seen better days, but I reckon after a heat cycle, it'll be alright. Obviously once we get on track and we start using it a little bit more, these are consumables and will be replaced anyway. Just rust and squeaks everywhere. But we'll see what we can do with it. We like a project. Right, let's get this started. Like I said, we need to use the drill to get this running, just because of that pull start cord. I just didn't want to spend any money on this until we got it running and knew that it was good. So let me just open this door because it's very smoky. Right, so ignore my starter. This is temporary. Let's see if it'll go. So anyone that follows me on Instagram knows I've already had this running. But what I was doing is trying to tweak it and get it to idle properly, so I've got an air and a fuel screw there. And what was happening, I was revving it up and then it was coming back down to idle and cutting out and idling too high. It was also choking out because I think we had too much air, not enough fuel, the ratios weren't right, but I've dialed all that in now, and as you've heard, she runs pretty good. I need to get probably a new clutch on there. She just needs some love and maintenance. Like I say, there's no point in going all in until we know that this thing's right. So now it's running. Let's get these bearings. Let's see if we can get it driving, stopping. Then we can give it some love. Right, so the next job is these bearings. And to do that, I need to get the wheels off, the sprocket off. The brake disc needs to come off. These bearings will slide off over the axle. And then they just sit in this seat here and we'll get them clamped back in. And then hopefully it should be nice and smooth. What an absolute nightmare that was. So my battery died on the GoPro just as we got into the thick of it. But because there's so much surface rust on this axle, the bearing and the brake disc wouldn't come off. So I had to smash the brake disc off, so we need to order a new one of them. The bearing, oh my god, it was fighting it all the way. Ended up grinding it down, not quite putting all the way through it, grinding it right down and then smashing it off. So next I'm going to put the axle back in. I put it in loosely, there's no point in tying it all up because I need to order that brake disc and get one side back off. Run the engine, spin the axle, get the Scotch-Brite on it and clean it all up. And look at this, even my little lad's coming to help. He's put the hub on, he's putting a wheel on, he's getting involved. Can't wait to get him out on this. Right, so I had a look online, see how much a clutch was. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. So I thought I'll have a go at fixing it. She's fixed. Straight into another time lapse. I don't want to bore you with watching this in real time. What you've just missed off camera is this spring flying out on me and me trying to get it back in. What a nightmare. But we've managed to get it all back together, preloaded it. We'll get the cover on, we'll try and get it all lined up so that it engages nicely and then we can give it a test. Fingers crossed it all works. I've lost 2 Allen bolts here, but we'll put 2 in for now. Somebody wants to say hello?
Hello.
Hello. Let's get the engine mounted, the chain back on and tensioned up. You might be able to see that the fuel line's got a little bit of dirt in it. That's all going to need flushing out and cleaning, fresh fuel going in. And there she is, the pull cord is working. Nice.
The next day.
Right, we've got a delivery. It's delivery time, people. So we've got a Bambino seat. I need to get some bolts and some washers and stuff and get that bolted in there and nice and secure. We have got steering wheel. Now this is a flat top steering wheel, so on the go-kart it will go that way. We have got some new foam filled wheels because those are on the arse. They need swapping out. And we have got, what's in here, new brake disc, and hopefully this will fit, new brake carrier. Nice. Right, get you on the tripod and see if we can get these wheels swapped over. 20 months. Should make life a lot easier. Now we've just got the task of getting it back up there. Next, I've ordered this pack. It's got everything I need for this, a full go-kart. So I'll have plenty of spares. So let's get this bolted on. Okay, fantastic progress. Wheels on, seats on, brake discs on. I do need to put the rest of these nut and bolts in. Bearings back on, hubs on, wheels on. I think we can give it a try now and see if she'll drive and stop. Most important thing is she needs to stop. Right, she's ready. Wish me luck. Try and get this down off here. I always forget how heavy it is when I come to do it. Mia, you in the go-kart? Brum brum. Brum brum. Yeah. Hey, go faster. So there we have it. It is YouTube done. And when I say it's YouTube done, I need to put those bolts in that brake disc still. And I need to adjust the seats. I don't know if you can see that. The seat's rubbing on the floor and that's not going to last 2 minutes. So there we go. We have it. A running, driving go-kart. Need to get that this plastic on the other side. And off we go. So coming up in the future, you'll see the Asbo's going for a dyno session. That engine's in, that's done. Took the ECU down to DervTech today. Just waiting to get that booked in. So don't forget, hit the bell notification because you don't want to miss out. Like, comment, subscribe, share, but most importantly, tell your mum and tell your nan.